G'day everyone, welcome back to Beast Lab. Today we've got lesson 10 of the Elegoo Mega project series. You can buy this little kit fairly cheaply online. Check out eBay or AliExpress. There's plenty of them there. You can even go to the Elegoo website, have a look at all the range there they've got of 3D printers and all sorts of gear. This is not an advert for them. I'm not paid by them at all. I'm just getting into the hobby myself. I just bought a Bamboo Lab P1S. So I thought the opposition, but I'll tell you what, their printers look pretty good and I'd be keen to try one out. The bed space is a little bit bigger, which would enable larger models to be created in that one print. It's a handy feature. We'll go and take a look at lesson 10 now. We'll open up the kit on the bench, grab out the parts we need, and we'll take a look at the information on the disc that comes in the kit. Shows you everything you need for the circuit, how to put it together, and on that disc is also the libraries and the code required. So let's go and dive in. I've opened up the lesson on the laptop. Here it is, lesson 10, Ultrasonic Sensor module. Here's the module, the HC-SR04. You're going to use that to trigger the Mega board and turn on a digital output. Here's the introduction to the sensor. All this information's on the disc. It's very handy. Everything's there. You can read through exactly how it works, how it triggers. For now, we know we need that sensor. This here explains how the timing circuit's all going to work. And we come down to the schematic diagram. This is how the Mega board here is going to be connected over to that ultrasonic sensor. You see the 5-volt pin on the Mega board will go over to VCC on the ultrasonic sensor. So that's your positive. There's a positive input into the sensor and that's what powers it up. Down here, the ground is the negative, so that returns that circuit. There's two other inputs into the sensor, the trigger and the echo. The trigger we're going to wire into 12 and echo into 11. Here's the wiring diagram. There's 11 and 12. 11 for echo and 12 for trigger. And on the other side of the board we'll pick up 5 volts and the ground. And there's the example picture of the wiring. Going to be using female to male jumpers to wire that up to the Mega board. We're going to grab those parts out now and we'll put that circuit together. We're over on the bench now. Here's the starter kit from Elegoo. We'll grab out the Mega board. That's this one here. Put that to the side. We need the ultrasonic sensor. That's the HC-SR04. You can see there's the pins from the top there. VCC, trigger, echo and ground from top to bottom. So pretty simple to wire that one up. We'll grab those jumper wires as well off the shelf. I've just bagged them up. They come in a big strip. I've just separated them. That made it easier for me anyway. So I'll put them aside and we'll wire that up. There's the two main components. And here are those male to female jumper wires. They got a little socket one end and a male pin on the other end. On the board here, here's your digital pins around those sides. And around on this side here we've got our power and some analog pins. This is where we're going to pick up 5 volts, right there. And then we'll pick up that ground wire with the black jumper wire, either one of those 2 pins. I'll just put one away. And then we've got a positive 5 volts and ground connected. Spin the board around. We'll connect up these digital pins. Got a couple more jumper wires there, same as the diagram, blue and the green. The green goes into 11 on the side there. Pin 11, and then blue into 12. That's the wiring done. On the Mega board side, just connect these tails into the sensor. Blue is going to be your trigger. That's the second pin down from the top. Just slide that over. And the echo is your green. VCC is your positive 5 volts. And then ground down the bottom, GND. There we go, she's connected. We can put that sketch up on the laptop now and take a look. And transfer it over to the board. When you open the kit, you'll find that it comes with a disc, and you can copy that information to your computer. You'll have all the code, the libraries, and the lessons. Some PCs don't come out with that drive, especially laptops. But if you head to their website, you can grab all that information there. I've transferred the files to my laptop. So I'll navigate through to the code. Here it is here. We'll come down to less than 10. Here's the example. So we go, there's a sketch up on the screen. We'll plug that into the board, upload it, and give it a run. You see there, the trigger is going to be pin 12, echo pin 11, and we're using the SR04. Before we upload the sketch, make sure once you've plugged the unit in, your board is listed here and you've selected that on your COM port. And we also need to add a library. This is so the Mega board knows how to use that ultrasonic sensor. We'll come down to libraries and add a zip library. You go into the same folder as in before with the code, or go into the libraries. In there you find the file HC-SR04. Go back into code, down to lesson 10. We've got that same zip file there. So either way, double click on that one and it's installed. I'll click upload here. That's the arrow at the top. Compiles the sketch and sends it through. We'll go and take a look at the board. I'll click upload now. Over on the laptop. See the transmit and receive lights blink. And now the code's over onto the board. So that should be in there and operating. Let's see what we can do with that module. Now that we have that ultrasonic sensor operating, we'll go back onto the laptop and take a look. Now that you're back on your computer or laptop or Mac, you can go up to this emblem in the corner. It's your serial monitor. You click on that, it'll open up this bottom window here. You can see there, The ultrasonic sensor is throwing you a figure of 19 centimeters. I put a box in front of the sensor, and it's obviously about 19 centimeters away. So now we'll open up another shot of the box and overlay this on top. We'll move that sensor in. Now that I've got that other shot up, with the box there, we'll move it in. You see those figures are dropping. 11 centimeters, coming a bit further. It's 3. Down to 2. So you can see there, pretty handy. Picking up distance, not a problem. Take the box back away from the sensor again. About 30 centimeters away there now. I'll wire that into the breadboard. We'll pick up a couple of digital outputs and incorporate that into a circuit. Here's a little tip for you. If you want to generate some code really easily, head over to an AI platform and just ask it a question. See the little question there I asked about writing some code. We'll go down here and explain what it's done for you and the pins, and it even tells you about those resistors to limit the current. That's a pretty handy way to learn. You can ask questions about the code and how to change the code. So it's a great little option. Take this code now, copy that over to the IDE. I've got it here already. We've got the pins 2, 3 and 4, 2 for red, 3 for yellow, 4 for green, and those distances that I wrote in, transfer that across now. Let's compile the sketch, uploading it. There we go. We'll go across to the board again, take a look. To wire up this next part of the circuit, I've brought out the breadboard and some components. These come out of the little kit you get with the project. It's pretty nice, that little pack you get there. It's everything you need to complete these lessons. I've got some jumper wires, got a colour-coded wire for each of the LEDs. We've got a resistor to restrict the flow of current so the LEDs don't pop, don't want them burning out, and some grounding wires. We'll put that circuit together now. Here's one of the LEDs. The long pin on the left is the anode, and the other on the right is the cathode. It's the shorter pin. The anode is the positive, cathode is the negative. So put each of these LEDs into the board with the anode on the left. So positive on the left and negative on the right. Do that with the other 2 LEDs. Long pin on the left. Now we can bring a positive to the pin on the left of each of those LEDs. That's into the anode. All these lines run straight through. So now that red pin is running down that line there of 5 holes connecting into the pin of the LED. And this other row is now negative. The entire row is all connected together. We put the resistor in there over to another empty row. We'll do that for each of these. Make sure nothing's shorting out. Now we've got that part of the circuit done, we can bring these negatives back to the common rail over here. There we go. That's my indicator circuit wired up. I'll put that onto the board using some of the digital inputs along here, so that at different distances from that sensor, different LEDs will light up. Got the circuit fired up there. We've got a distance of about 60 centimeters, so I'll bring my hand into the sensor. It's about 40 centimeters away, and the green light has come on. Now we move in a bit closer. There we go. Down to about 1920. Got the yellow light. It's like a car backing up into your garage, so we're nearly at the stop point. Move my hand a bit closer, and we've got that red light coming on. That's at about 9 centimeters. That's when the alarm would come on in your car to tell you to stop backing up, and you're close enough. So that's a good little beginner circuit. It shows you exactly how that ultrasonic can work in a real life scenario. So take it easy, guys. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Be sure to stay tuned to the channel by hitting that notification bell. Give us a thumbs up and a comment. Let me know what you've been getting up to with your Arduino projects. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next one.